Good morning, students. Okay, we are moving on to part 3 of the pattern making assignments. You're going to take now your radial patterns that you have completed, and you will move them into another document so that you can create brand new patterns. So what you'll do is you could just take your mouse and highlight all of your patterns and then move them into a new document, an 18 by 24 document. And what we can do is we can just move them to the side here. After that, we're going to create a square. Let's do 4" by 4" so that we have something that looks like this. And I'm going to place that there. Before you get started, I would go ahead and create all of your square swatches. Now what I'm doing is I'm holding Option and I'm clicking and I'm dragging. And I'm going to create 12 squares here. And I want to make sure that there's room for the swatch name. Then I'm going to take all of these and center them on the page, just like that. What you're going to do next is you're going to take your patterns that you made and you will select them like that, and you're going to go back to Object, Pattern, Make, until you see your radial patterns pop up. And again, you can go ahead and do an offset pattern if you like. When you're done, click Done. Come back over to your first square, select it, make sure that the fill is on top, and then you can populate it with your swatch. Now there's something I want you guys to understand about populating your swatch. If you're not getting a lot of repeat in your pattern, that's because when you're making your pattern, it's really big. So what you want to do is you want to try to make it a little bit smaller so that you'll get more of a pattern. So I'm going to select this and show you what that's like. So I'm going to go Object, Pattern, Make, and I'm going to keep this one a grid. I'm going to click OK. I'm going to click Done, select, make sure that's on top, and populate the pattern. So depending on what size you make your pattern at will depend on how your pattern will come out in your swatch. And again, we want to put black outlines, so you want to select it, double click the stroke, hit OK, so that you can get a nice outline around the outside of your swatch. Okay, so this will be part 3. You guys are going to take your 12 patterns and populate the 12 squares with brand new patterns. Let's see. Okay, now a lot of people are having a problem where they're getting text after they submit this into Canvas, and that's because Canvas doesn't know what font you're using. So before you guys are done, and you need to do this at the absolute end, because if you do not do it, the problem is that if you do this first, you can't edit later. So you need to be done with your work before you do this. And what you want to do is you want to select everything on your board, and you want to go to Type, and you want to go to Create Outlines. As soon as you click Create Outlines, everything on here is no longer editable because now it's a shape and no longer a font. Even my fonts down here are no longer fonts, they're shapes. If I try to edit them, Illustrator will not let me edit. So make sure you do that part at the very end. And I look forward to seeing your pattern designs, swatches. Okay, I think that's about it for this assignment, part 3. Good luck.